Hello, hello. Welcome to today's episode of Marriage Conflict. Today we're going to be exploring the causes of marriage conflict. Remember, I am Mrs. Juliet of OFODILE OWEN-HAMPO. We are on a mission of rearranging marriages in dilemma, marriages that are on the verge of breaking off. We want every marriage in the world to be superb. And that is why we are bringing to you causes of marriage conflict. Today, we're going to be exploring various causes of marriage conflict, starting from the tiny aspect of marriage conflict to the most causes of marriage conflict. I want to have your view on the causes of marriage conflict. Remember, we are going to be rewarding our best and brilliant contributors. Also, like and share our video to people whom you think are going to benefit most on today's topic. There are so many couples facing different form of challenges in their marriages. And today, we want to handle most of the causes of marriage conflicts. We need your contributions. We want to know what are the issues, the causes, the causes of conflict which are deterring couples from enjoying their marriages. I know you must have experienced one or two causes of marriage conflict in your home, and we want you to share with us what it is so that the world can read and learn from you. Causes of marriage conflict. I want you to be reminded that the various causes of marriage conflict could be ignited by a very tiny issue, such as who should greet who when couples wake up in the morning. Some couple are waiting, some husbands could be waiting for their wives to greet them in the morning when they wake up, and some wives could be waiting for their husbands to greet them in the morning when they wake up. It could cause conflict in the home. Maybe they don't even speak about it. They don't even talk about it. But it ignites annoyance or hatred in the heart of whom is supposed to be greeted. Another tiny cause of marriage conflict is who should make the bed. Yes, some husbands expect their wife to make the bed, while the wife expects the husband to make the bed, thinking, is he not making a bed? Anyone could make the bed. Or maybe the husband woke up later than she did, so she's expecting her husband to make the bed. Another overlooked little cause of marriage conflict. Are we ready? Do we want to hear it? Who should tidy the house? Assuming the two couples leave the same time to work, they both expect each other to tidy the house. But in certain culture and tradition, Onus lies on the wife to tidy the house. But when the both couples goes to work the same time, who do you think should tidy the house? I need your comments. I want us to have a discussion on this topic. Do not forget that Impact ICTV is hosting a live training on how to make household items. The advert is on this our YouTube platform, so you can click on it and join the program when we are through with this one. Also, like this program and share it to people whom you think are going to benefit from today's topic. Do not forget that we have rewards for our best and brilliant contributors to this topic. I want to read your comments. I want to know what you think are the causes of marriage conflict. What do you think could ignite tension in relationships and marriages? You know, marriage is one of the most beautiful and fulfilling relationship in the world. But because of the conflict, challenges in marriage or in every life living, people tend not to enjoy their marriage, thinking that the problem they're facing is peculiar to their marriage alone. All over the world, marriages face challenges. So do not think because your marriage is facing troubles that marriage should not be enjoyed. Here we are exploring the causes of marriage conflict, and we hope to hear from you. What do you think are the causes of marriage conflicts? One of the major causes of marriage conflict is communication. Communication is one of the major causes of marriage conflict, and if not properly bridged, could lead the marriage astray. This is when so many couples will begin to fight for divorce because they lack the needed attention in their marriage. Communication is not only when the both of them fail to have interaction, physical interaction, talking one on one or over the phone. Communication can also be when the both couple are enjoying themselves, having their matrimonial time alone. It is part of communication. And when there is a breach in that aspect of communication, there is usually a big trouble in the home. Communication is supposed to be bridged by the both couple having a peaceful interaction, one-on-one talk over the issues facing the marriage. They both are supposed to sit down and bring up the questions pertaining their home with the purpose of having a peaceful dialogue of how they should handle the issues, the matters at hand. It's expected for couple to sit facing themselves and talk it all over. These are the things you've done that you didn't do right. And these are what I'd expected you to do, and it will be right. It is left for the offender to accept his or her mistakes and try to correct them. That is the best way to bridge the communication gap in every relationship. Now, let's head on to another cause of marriage conflict, which is finance. Finance is one of the major causes of marriage conflicts. It ignites hatred between spouses. When the couple are having issues about how much they earn, how much should be spent, and how much should be saved, it is a major issue at home. For example, what if the income at home is one-sided? What if it's only the husband or the wife that earns? How should that be equated to the difficult times at hand? How should the money be spent so that it will be enough to carry the home? What if the both couples are earning, but their earnings are not enough? What if one of the couples is not being truthful to his or her spouse about their earnings? What if one of the couples is extravagant or both couples are extravagant in spending? These are issues in finance that causes conflict in marriage. Remember, you're live on ICTV, and this is a discussion live program. I am hoping to get your comments on causes of marriage conflict, because we want to give a safe lifting to marriages in disarray. We want couples to begin to appreciate themselves and find marriage enjoyable. Now, in finance, there is one beautiful approach in saving the financial aspect of your home, and that is the 20-30-50 approach to finance. Now, let me explain the 20-30-50 approach. 1. 20% of the income should go to savings. The couple is supposed to have a family savings where both of the couples save for the future. It is not supposed to be one-sided. Assuming is one of the couple that ends at the end of the month, they should stipulate a particular amount of money that will be going into a savings account. The other spouse that doesn't earn, maybe get some money from time to time, should also dedicate a stipulated amount of money from whatever him or she is getting that will go into that family account. They should make it work in such a way that any amount they are saving should be 20% of their earnings. The 30% should go into family lifestyle like housing, clothing, if the couple are living in a rented apartment, it is from this 30% that they will save to pay the rent if they pay annually. If they pay monthly, at the end of every month, they should, from the 30%, take care of their housing allowance. The remaining 50% goes into the activities going on in the home. For instance, when the couple needs to hang out, go for a party, feed in the house, take care of the toiletries, and every other thing that happens in the house, the 50% should go into the paying of children's school fees. That is the 20-30 approach, 20-30-50 approach of saving. This saves a lot of family financially. Remember that ICTV is hosting a live training on household items. You can join that program. Go to ICTV platform here on YouTube and Facebook, so you could find a link to join in on that program. I want to hear from you on causes of marriage conflict. You can also like and share this video to those whom you think are going to benefit from it. We will be rewarding our best, top, and beautiful contributors by the end of this program. We'll be gifting 5 gig to 5 best contributors powered by ICTV. Let's continue on the causes of marriage conflict. The third on the list is parenting. Parenting is another problem that faces couples in their marriages. Who does what for the children? The lifestyle they want their children to adopt, and the various approaches of raising children could be different from one couple to the other in a family. This usually causes a lot of issues in the home until it's been stabilized. For instance, the man of the house might want their child to be a footballer, while the woman would want the child to be a musician. This could cause problem in the house because the man will be pushing the child to toe into a different pathway, whereas the woman would want to push the child to toe in another direction. It ignites hatred in the heart of the couple and most times lead to abuse. They begin to verbally abuse themselves when they cannot hold down anymore. Parenting is also an issue in marriage when the child needs to access some medical health care. The man of the house might want to adapt a different approach in taking care of the health of the child, while the woman might want a totally different approach. This could lead to misunderstanding. Even in academics. Both parents might want their child to go into different field. Maybe the man might want the child to be a scientist, and the woman might want her child to be a lawyer. When the both of them begin to confuse themselves with what they want the child to be, they trigger a lot of emotional imbalance for themselves, which might affect the child in the process. I think it's better for parents to allow their children to willingly choose what they want to be while they guide them. Another causes of marriage conflict is balancing of work and family life. It is usually a problem in the home when the man and the woman in the house find it very difficult to balance their work life and their family life. On a normal, it is not easy to go to work and come back and continue to work. It is usually very difficult to handle such because it is still on a one body that all the work is coming from. And human beings are meant to break down when they undergo a lot of stress. Sometimes some works could be demanding. These might make the person holding the job to begin to have interference from the job to the home. Sometimes some couple might be tempted to come home with log of works from office because they need to meet up with constrained time. This will make them not to give their family the needed attention. They would be concentrated on finishing up with the office work they came home with. Sometimes this set of people might decide to remain in the office to conclude this work, and it will make them to come back home very late. And you know what it means for a man or a woman married to constantly come back home late? It causes issue in the marriage. Thank you, Egbeoka, for participating, and I want to read your comments. Thank you. Thanks, Anchor, for this topic. You have raised a German issues bothering families. Thank you so much. And I would want to hear from you on causes of marriage conflict. Of course, I know I may not have touched all the topics on marriage conflict, on causes of marriage conflict, because they are numerous. I would love to hear from you on causes of marriage conflict, issues bothering marriages that could trigger abuse, either verbally, Okay, so we'd want to hear from you. We want marriages all over the world to begin to enjoy themselves. We know that marriage is not a bed of roses, but are the means of all turbulences of marriage. Marriage should still be enjoyed. Please, I want to hear from you. What do you think are the causes of marriage conflicts? We want to give a safe lift to most of the marriages all over the world. We want couples to begin to enjoy themselves in marriage, regardless of the troubles they face, the challenges they face. We want couples to know that this troubles coming out from their marriage is not peculiar to them alone. Every couple face challenges on a daily basis, minute by minute, second per second. Every couple face challenges. I want to read from you the causes of marriage conflict. Thank you. Ebelka said it's good for couple to plan their finances, especially at the onset of such marriage. Both man and woman should be open to each other as regards their earnings. This is a serious issue in marriages. Yes, thank you so much. It is a very serious issue for couples not to be honest with themselves about their earnings. It escalates the issue in marriage. There was this couple that we helped to resolve their marriage conflict. One of the issues, the major challenges in their marriage were that the man didn't tell the wife the exact amount he earns. The man is a salary earner, and the wife got to find out from the man's colleagues. The man doesn't keep his documents in his married home. I don't know how he handled such a thing, but I mean, what if something had happened to such a man? Grieved to suffer because the woman might not even know how to go about recovering the benefits of the man. So the woman, she came to us, she told us about it, and before she came to us, she had already gone to the man's office to lay complaints. And of course, you should know that what led to her doing all those things was because the man doesn't give her enough money to take care of the home. I mean, he squanders the money elsewhere and not in the house. So the woman raised alarm, and one of the man's colleague took her, explained everything to her, both how much they earn, and she took the woman to their office, and they met the superior, they're her husband's superior. Now, how do they sort out this issue? The superior took the woman to the finance department, and they had to call the man in after having discussions with the woman. They told the man that they are going to divide his salary into three. They will be giving the woman the major percentage of the man's salary to run the home. and they'll be paying into the children's school account the the third percentage of the man's salary. Then they will be giving the man the remaining one, because of course he has to transport himself to work and take care of himself from time to time. That was how that issue was sorted out. And till date, we've not heard that they are still having issues in their home. So you can see that finance is one of the major challenges in marriage. It is good that couples are honest with themselves about their earnings. Even when you're not a salary earner, you're not a monthly earner, maybe you're a business person, you should let your partner know how much you earn. You should be open. If your partner is an extravagant person, you have to sit your partner down and have a discussion with your partner on how you both could be saving money. If you find out that it's not something you can do, you can take your partner to a therapist who would help to organize your partner's mindset about spending. It is paramount in marriage that the both couple hold hands together and drive joy in their marriage by explaining to themselves what exactly is their earnings. Be truthful to themselves about where they want to be in future so that they begin to save and actualize their dream. Remember, you're on ICTV, and today we are discussing causes of marriage conflicts with the hope of restoring peace and harmony in marriages all over the world. We want to address some of the causes of marriage conflicts so that people whom are facing challenges in their marriage, we know that the troubles they are facing is not just because they are married to this person. It is a general problem. Every marriage have their own pattern of trouble. Every marriage have what is troubling them. There are various causes of marriage conflict facing marriage A, marriage B, or marriage C. Yours is not the first and is not going to be the last. So what we are doing here is trying to give you a facelift to marriage. All those conflicts you're facing in your home, we want you to begin to appreciate these troubles in your home and find a way to enjoy your marriage. We don't want the conflict in your home to escalate to abuse. We don't want you to be violent. We don't want you to verbally abuse your spouse. Enjoy your home. It is important. Remember to share, like this video, and share it to people whom you think are going to benefit from today's topic. We are also going to be rewarding our best and brilliant contributors today. We have 5 gig powered by ICTV. Thank you, Eboka. I love reading from you. And he has dropped another comment. The aspect of parents allowing their children to choose career path is good. However, it is good for parents to observe their words from cradle to ascertain their capacity. Thanks so much. I love this comment. It is impactful. Now, let us look at it critically. The aspect of parents allowing their children to choose career path is good. It is very, very good because parents try to confuse their children when it comes to the path they should choose in life. Some parents whom we are not fortunate enough to achieve their desired career path, try to impose it on their children because they feel that what they couldn't achieve, their children should achieve it. Yes, your children should be greater than you, but it mustn't be in the line you couldn't toe. Every child is destined. Every child have their purpose on life in on earth. That is why you should allow your children to choose their career path because there is a reason why they are here on earth, and the path they chose in life could lead them in fulfilling their reason or their purpose on earth. So parents, allow your children to choose their career path. All you could do is to guide them. And I also love this topic raised by Eboka. He said that it is good for parents to observe their wards from cradle to ascertain their capacity. Yes, some children, for some, you can begin on time to know what they are going to be in future when you observe their interests and how they how they do things. You can ascertain what they are going to be in future. What do you do as a parent? When you have observed your words lifestyle, you begin to coach them or you register them to a place where they will be properly coached into being what they want to be. For instance, if you have a child that loves to take care of the health or loves to take care of their health and the health of every other person. There are children whom are good in caring for others, especially when it is about their healthy being. You grab this kind of a child, sit down to talk to this child. This kind of a child, most times when you see them in the hospital or in places where they encounter the health professionals, you find out that they become interested. They might decide to ask a medical doctor questions about the stethoscope they are wearing or the hand glove. You know, when you begin to see them interested in some of these things, you will find out that they might have interest in being a health practitioner. It could be a medical doctor, a nurse, a lab scientist, any area in health sector. What do? You allow them to toe in line with their career path. You can decide from time to time, you take them to the hospital, let them get acquainted with what is happening in the hospital, and you can buy them hospital toy kits. Yes, they can begin to, learn about the hospital equipment from the toy kit. You can also get them books that will help to develop their brain about the career path they want to toe, the line they want to toe into. When they must have grown to the age that you can enroll them, maybe during the summer, you can enroll them to a hospital that have provision to teach people of their age. Let them go there and be learning. It's not a must that if you want your child to know how to braid, how to be a hairstylist, that you should go and register your child in that area. Let them begin on time to learn about what they want to be in life. If a child is the type that loves to sing, register them in music classes. They could still be going to school, but during the holiday, you put them in the right direction. Even those that want to that are good in acting, some children will just stand on the mirror and be looking at themselves and saying a lot of things, or they could be walking and be dramatizing what that comes into their mind. Grab this kind of children and tool them in the right direction. Okay, Eboka also said, in their abroad, child development is paramount. There are varying programs designed to bring out the best in each child. That was why there is universal basic education. Okay, yes. Even here in Nigeria, we have universal basic education, but we are doing our best in Nigeria to meet up with what is happening overseas. So it is also in line with what I was saying. Register your children in places that is going to benefit their career path. I love reading from you because today we are live on ICTV discussing causes of marriage conflicts. We want to hear from you because we want the world to know that the problems couples are facing in their marriages is not just about their marriage, or not just because they're married to this particular person. It is because challenges are paramount in life. Every day you face or you encounter one trouble or the other. That is the way it is in marriage, because it is still us human beings that are married. So do not think that those troubles you're facing in your marriage are just because you're married to this person. No. We want to hear from you. Please let us know the challenges couple face in their marriage. Remember, we have rewards for our best and brilliant contributors who stay to the last minute. Don't forget to like and share today's topic to people whom you think are going to benefit from our discussion. I want to read from you. I want to read from you. Okay. Thank you, A Walker. I am super happy reading from you. You're making this discussion class very interesting. Thank you so much. And here is another comment from him. On the aspect of communication, marriages that lack effective communication is doomed. I love how he described it. Doomed. They will keep having misunderstanding. I think there is nothing wrong with seeking, let me get that very clearly, clarity with your spouse. Lovely, Ewaka. Thank you so much. Yes, communication is very, very important in marriage. I mean, if you're not communicating with your spouse, who else will you communicate with? Is it your parents at home? Your siblings? Your friends? Come on. If you get married to your spouse, know you that your spouse automatically becomes your parents, your siblings, your friends. I mean, your best, everything, your spouse automatically becomes that. That is why it's good to marry someone whom at every point in time you can appreciate them. Someone who matches your lifestyle. You know, just as in the Bible, God created Eve from the rib of Adam. That is how every couple, every wife was created from the rib of their husband. This literally means that couples are meant for each other, right? That's what it means. Couples are meant for each other. So if you are married to a particular person, please stick to that person. Always find a means of communicating with your spouse. It is very important. You people should have a me and you time. When you just sit down and tell yourselves, oh, this is what we did and we didn't get it right. And this is the part I think we should do right now in order to get it right. These are the things you did to me in the past week that I did not like. I don't appreciate them. These are what I think you should do to correct these mistakes. It is important. And like I said, on the bedroom affairs, couple should not take communication for granted. If you don't like the way your spouse approaches your sexual time, I mean, the way both of you should enjoy your matrimonial time, it is good either before or after the enjoyment that you both talk about it. Even when you enjoyed it, you love the way both of you went about it, I think it is beautiful that you appreciate your spouse. For instance, oh baby, I love the way you touched me on so and so place. I love the way you mourned. I love the way you did this. I love the way you did that. I mean, if you appreciate your spouse, next time your spouse have already known, okay, this is where I am getting it, and he or she will be able to make it more enjoyable for you. And your spouse could also strengthen their weaknesses if you tell them that they didn't get it right. Even if they didn't strengthen their weaknesses immediately, you could still talk to them about it from time to time. From time to time, little by little, they will begin to impact the positive changes you desire. Ebuka also said they will keep having misunderstanding. Okay, I've read that. I think there is nothing wrong with seeking clarity. Yes, there is nothing wrong with seeking clarity, but you know, some spouse have this anger issues that makes their partner always irritated or finding it difficult to, communicate with their spouse. They find it very, very difficult to plug in into the life of their spouse just because of their anger issues. Now, how can they handle that? You can handle an aggressive partner by finding a suitable time when the best time when your partner is calm. No matter how aggressive your partner is, there must be a time when him or she is calm, relaxed, all the nerves and muscles that he or she could flex are settled. Now you can subtly talk to your spouse about their way of life that you did not like. And when you find out that they are not trying to improve, you can seek the help of a counselor. Yes, there is nothing wrong in getting a counselor to help in your home. Certainly, nothing is wrong with it. Okay, this is Clara Onwuzurike. Thank you so much for participating. I love reading from you. And she said, communication is key in marriage. When spouse communicate, they are able to open up to each other, thereby reducing conflict. That's true. That's true. I agree. Totally agree. It is important spouse communicate. They have to bridge the gap. Bridge the gap. Look at my hands. You have to bridge the gap. Close it. Close it. You don't let it wide open. You close the gap. Make sure that your communication skill with your spouse is closed. You gum yourself together with your spouse so that both of you will have a beautiful lifestyle. So that when your spouse is saying yes, you are also saying yes. And not when your spouse is saying yes, you are saying no. Communication is the key in every marriage. Okay, so Clara is also saying always communicate those little stops we take for granted or overlook. Yes, the little stuff you take for granted and or overlook. Talk about it to your spouse. Talk about it. There is this couple. I love giving life happening examples. There is this couple that they're always having issues. The man comes back from home very tired. Once he's back, he's heading to the room. He takes off his dress, takes shower, goes to the bed and begin to press his phone. He wants to relax, he wants to rest. I can understand the man, he had a tough time at work and all he wants is come back home and rest. Now he doesn't care if the children are fine, if the wife had a long day. He doesn't All he wanted was just to rest. If the wife gives him food, he eats. If she doesn't bring food, no problem. All he wants is just to have a rest. So they begin to have a serious problem. The wife starts staying off home. Sometimes she packs her children to her parents' house and stays. She just cook different dishes and stuff in the freezer, expecting the man to get the food and warm by himself. So when they began to have issues, the woman brought the matter to us and we took up the case to handle the case, and the woman cited another couple living in the same compound with them. She said that whenever the husband comes back, he would sit down on the couch in the sitting room, and the children will unstrap his shoelace, pull his shoe. They will begin to have conversation, get him water to wash his hands. The wife pulls his dress in the parlor, not his undies, but his dress, and they fix him water to bathe. While they are doing all this thing, they're having conversation, and the man is beginning to tell his wife what transpired in their office, what issues he had on the road, the beautiful encounters and all that, and places that he went, people he met, people he spoke with over the phone. And they were having a beautiful interaction. Before you know it, the man bathes, eats, they pray, and everyone goes into their room. That's the beautiful family lifestyle the woman who brought the case wanted, and we handled it. Thank you so much. That's the much you can take for today. Clara, I got your comment. Sorry, you said that communication is the key. Abe Walker, on communication in the other room, a lot of people pretend, especially at the early life of the marriage. Wow, this is really getting interesting. Thank you so much. I know a lot of people pretend, but that's much we can take for today. Thanks and remain blessed. Do not forget to like and share this video. We are going to be rewarding you if you like and share this video to as many people who are going to benefit from today's topic. Don't forget, we're on a mission of creating peace and harmony in homes all over the world. We want you to know that marriage should be enjoyed and not endured. No matter the challenges you're facing in your home, please find a means of enjoying your marriage. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the notification bell so that you will always be alerted when we are discussing such a beautiful topic next time. Do not forget that ICTV is hosting a live program where they will be teaching a way of processing and producing house use items. You don't need to spend money these days on procuring items you can process by yourself because times are hard and economies are very scarce. Do not forget that you are hearing from Juliet OFODILE OWEN-HAMPO, the anchor of marriage conflict on ICTV. See you next time. Bye.